has won ECL. So, there's a whole different set of circumstances that we're even working with for Limitless. So let's see if they can get one on the board.
Yeah, man, I'm with you. I feel like it's a bit surprising to see that level of struggle. Obviously, like you had mentioned, there's a lot of asterisks in terms of the competition. A lot of these top echelon NA teams have just leveled up their game. They've just kind of been looking to move past the point of like, okay, these move-up teams are competitive to, okay, well, maybe we take your best player and we use him if you're M80 or if you're wild card, you can pick up a couple Swedes. Like, there's so much levels up in the scene, so it becomes harder and harder to deal with. That was a wild start, though. It looked like a pretty crazy start. Shot coming through out of the gates, and already into the A site. A man down. They're looking to take more space, but it's a bit of an awkward chance to try and get the post. They finally start to break through, and they might be able to actually start to plant those digits in.
There we go. I mean, a double kill from Sacrifice, but equalized there by DJF. Now the question is, how fast can this flank activate, and will they be ready? DJF seems utterly prepared for this possibility, but he is still sort of exposed and then loses his teammate and tender. DJF armorless here out towards triple, getting jiggle peek from different angles. Maybe he can dice him up, but out of HP here. Sacrifice will finish the job with the quad kill, and Fluffy AIMERS will scrape out a pistol.
Nicely done. I mean, just a great start to that with the instant pick from Bezzy, but Sacrifice then coming through in transition. Finishes up, cleans up the rest of those quick kills. Not too bad of a retake there for Fluffy AIMERS to kick this one on off. And we're going to see an instant force buy, at least for DJF. Might be a hero rifle, but yeah, I mean, again, I expect Limitless to be on a pretty quick bounce back with these last, like, head-to-heads of the season. Hoping to get themselves out of the red in terms of, like, relegation territory. Obviously, don't want to be bouncing away from, ECL.
Still very impossible, believe it or not, for them to even contest. But, of course, they are playing versus a very capable Fluffy AIMERS squad. A 1-for-1 there for Brett. What a good deagle headshot right back. Puts us into a post plant. Oh, but losing Wiz as he tries to fall back. A swing from the MAC-10 will be quickly traded. And a 2 versus 3 ensues. Seb is going to step forward. He's going to try and stop them before they get out the door, and he does. The MAC-10 puts in work here for Seb. A force buy for Limitless.
Such a powerful spot right there from Seb. Knows that fight is not easy. It's never easy to make it out of market in a post plant. One of the biggest challenges in trying to retake that B side is figuring out how on earth you're supposed to make it out of that position. And Seb makes it even more difficult with that impact. Fantastic work from Limitless to offer up that quick reply. And that's what we're talking about. Can put up some fights, can hit some strides if they're they got the hot hand. And we'll see what they're made of, although Jason just instantly puts a 1D down range, and they've got a player boosted in towards ladder. Which by no means is Wolfie safe and sound, but Seb offering up some relief, catches that callous aggression there.
Oh, hold on, but Bezzy's got one back. And Wolfie walking up Cat. Is he going to clear on the off angle? He does take down Jason and makes it past the MP9 just barely. Very lucky there for Wolfie to not be traded. The bomb shuffles over towards the B site. He is so confident that no one is here. And I think the call was made that 2 were on that A site. So B site open for business. The question is what can Seb do from that A side? He's kind of isolated. Think of this like a 2 versus 3, because Seb is currently doing nothing here on the map. And Wolfie thinking about the push into market. I think Brett might have seen something, but now he's made the sound cue. Now he knows, but he'll finish off Wolfie. 2 versus 3 officially.
Bomb's boxed in, though. DGF is boxed in here. In apartments right now.
Underpass is the way out.
Fight his way through this one. Yeah, I mean, there's an option to route in this direction. It's not going to be cut off here by Sacrifice either, unless he plays his cards perfectly and might have just hit a timing. Oh, okay.
Oh,
right beneath you. There it is.
Oh, that's the bomb. And that could be the dagger on this one. Seb, he made his way out of Palace. And now in a 1 versus 2, Sacrifice has got to hear these footsteps, and well, Seth has got to sprint, but he falls off. Sacrifice, I guess, playing his life, and well, he'll get the kill anyways. A little awkward there, and a force buy back for Fluffy AIMERS.
I mean, you take into consideration, there was like 10 seconds as he makes it through connector, so no matter what Sacrifice did, as long as his teammate ran away to safety, I don't think there was ever any time to plant the bomb. So whether it was a distraction play or just going for the kill, which is what ended up happening, it was the right move. I think the 100% win play just caused that bit of distraction and close out that round. Not like there was a lot of good chances, to be honest. That's a brutal loss right back in return. Now mid control, setting the sights on for Limitless. Got a player tucked in towards this Delpan position. The rest of the squad
B-pop
putting a lot of pressure on this B side, in which they took on the second round.
Instead, they're actually going to reroute. They could have went for a B-pop, but they'll take the option down into underpass. And this boost is going to be found. Yeah, Tender could not hit a ridiculous close-range 1 dig. And the round cools off. There's no utility remaining for Limitless. This is all the space they're going to get for free. They got to somehow do something with this.
That's constricting. Utilities not great either. I mean, his flash is for the most part for DJF that he has to try and use to get some ground. They've just been met in the smoke in apartments. We got Wolfie getting aggressive, interested. Knows he has to take some space. A lot of it's going to lie down to this duel, but if that's another smoke, which it is, it's just going to make it a hell to get out of. This flash could be good, though.
It is. It's great, actually, but Brett does regain vision to at least go for one. Bezzy, though, in trouble, and will get cleared out. Rotate here for Sacrifice, though.
Ooh.
Can't put down 2, though. 2 versus 2. Bomb getting planted, but oh, Slump just keeps going. A non-stop, endless wave of bodies, and then Slump converts the headshot as well. Limitless get close. They get a bomb plant, but not the round.
Crazy start from Sacrifice so far. They're reaching double digits in these short few rounds. Fantastic work. Jason's... There's 100% A1S somewhere. Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say either market or but definitely bench. There's an A1S. I thought he had dropped the Galil for an MP9 and was maybe looking to farm some cash, but
I've got a fun little bit here. I'm surprised Jason handed off the defuse to Slump, because you get an extra $200 for being the bomb diffuser. And Jason started this round off with, I believe, 4,500 in the bank, if I'm not wrong, or 4,600. Hold on, doing the math. He had 4,500.
3,900, yeah.
Nah, he was $50 off of an op if he went for the defuse.
Yeah.
Fun fact, folks. You also get extra. I don't think a lot of people realize this, but CTs get extra money for defusing the bomb. All right, well, fun fact's over. Here's a B-pop.
There's a B-pop. Moving quickly. They're going to try the luck in this direction once again. I feel like they've already played this hand once, this time a lot more prepared. That's great news. Not really a lot of over-rotations either from this Fluffy AIMERS squad. They still got players on the A site proper. Not a big concern. Jason, yeah, I mean, perfect position to shut down a bomb play. We'll see what they can make of it. Jumping up. Easy does it. Onto the spray. Gonna call on for his teammates to help out as well. He actually does go down, but no worries there. Only a single casualty. And a comfortable 4th now.
Slum not even needing the AWP so far. And Limitless on a bit of an awkward buy. A shaky start to Mirage, considering the force buys. Back and forth. Limitless need to get sailing, though, against Fluffy AIMERS, or this could be another one of those runaway maps. I mean, they've got the 1-3-1 going. They got 3 players mid, a Palace lurk, an Apartments lurk. But Fluffy Aimers do not care. They are just turtled up to the sights right now.
Getting a bit boxed on those sites. Willing to give that control over to that T side. With that clash being ready to be made here. It was really just trading punches in Apartments rather consistently. Brett, again, a new challenger approaches him. This time not Wolf, it's Tender. Brett's still coming out on top. We don't have a lot of help though. He's on 11 HP. They've got full ladder control, and they're saying, let's rotate away from the guy with 11 HP. Yeah, I mean, he's just not going to be able to put up much, is he? Surely not.
Yeah, Molly with his
dink,
name
but
on
yeah.
it. Yeah, there you go. He does get a dink off, and Bezzy actually comes in through in rotation. HE a tad late. Molly towards that bench pillar, though. And a nade to Van strikes true on the Wolfie. 2 versus 4 retake. DJF from the corner. First headshot's good. The crossfire better there from Seb. And now it's a 1v1 sacrifice here. Oh, he even has a Molly here for Seb. 16 HP playing from the corner, and sacrifice will just barely get another heartbreaker here for Limitless.
Yeah, very tough round. They make it difficult. They make Fluffy Gamers work for it, but again, as we said yesterday, sometimes there's only so much heartbreak a team can take. And those clutches being lost over and over again, and sacrifice continuing to just dominate. It is just shocking. 14-2. That one again, I feel like if you're taking the time out here, you're probably disgusted why on earth we just left Brett out to dry. I mean, he did a great job to manage the extra dink, right? I think that was the best case scenario for him, but that's a bit of an interesting one for Fluffy Aimers, because I mean, they've already had troubles in the B-side post. That became a quickly expensive round at a 4v5. That setup becomes surprising, but they got away with it.
Yeah, for Brett. And I am surprised. Yeah, I mean, I'm on the same page as you with that point right there. 4 versus 5. Yeah, no. But like, you know, it's a 4 versus 5. I think you don't need to. They're hoping that they redirect to the A site.
Right.
You know, you had 3 players, 2 players on the site proper, right? So
it almost felt like they had a read or something. I would just always err on the side of like maybe playing you know, with a little more backup in terms of that sense, but maybe did feel like they had a read with the kill. But yeah, that's just great on these double ups, and still playing around the smoke. He might have to do a lot more, but now he's left in a position on the outside looking in with those smokes, and bomb's gonna be planted. A whole lot more opportunity. Double up in CT. They're stuck behind missiles. They gotta make their way through. That flash is gonna be good, but the timing on the spam is better. What? He got both of those. Oh no, that was such a good flashbang. Hey, Wolf,
wait,
he's got himself 2, but he gets boxed out by Brett. Oh my god, this is classic. This is what we needed right here.
The pain continues for Limitless. A full running
flash.
while blind. I mean, yes, he did see his opponents before the flash popped, but cannot catch a break is the phrase of the day.
Yeah, maybe the phrase of the season.
Yeah. We'll see if that's the case. Again, they still have to play the bottom half here of ECL, but
it's a good team, man. Or at least good players on it.
yeah.
Though the results don't show the same, but like you said,
know,
all of these players have a lot of history.
Lake even like lauded Seb as his favorite teammate of all time. We'll say.
Seb's a baller, man.
Haven't met him in person, but everyone says he's the glue. But you know,
I used to cast him all the time in collegiate when he was like still playing in IM. This was even like 2 years ago, but he's another one of those players that I think has benefited a lot from the LAN scene, committing to that. But Slump,
Oh no.
my God. Just won't give up.
Doesn't
And
miss.
another. And he goes for another, but fortunately he had a teammate to secure it. What he started. And it's going to take a lot more than glue to get this round back together.
Yeah. You can have great vibes, but... Vibes don't always win games.
Sometimes they do. But not
Uh-oh.
in this case, maybe.
This is...
Vibes?
right now, Fluffy Aimers are having a little too much fun here, but Slump should be able to lock this one up. There is a flash, though, and Slump with only one bullet in this op. I should add...
That's all he needs.
Oh, the Molly forces him into the op, but he still wins the duel versus Wiz.
He
And
doesn't
the
need
HG's
another
got him.
bullet.
Ah, Betsy's got him, but... Oh, Slump is ridiculous.
Wow. Gets mollied out. That's just so frustrating for Wiz. You think you got him right where you want him, and then Bambi shoots back, apparently. That is a bit unlucky. Just don't know if things are going to turn around. That was such a great play. Slump right where he needed to be to stop whatever was being coordinated there by Limitless. And that's a really frustrating feeling. When you got yourself a little bit of space, when you got yourself some ground, you're feeling excited to make your move, you got a good call in you to fly up catwalk and split in towards B, and then bam, that's where the opera is, and it's just like he's almost in your head.
You know, he also started off this game 0-3, I should add.
He was 0-3.
Oh, there's another one. I'm forgetting. It'll come to me later. Now that we're on this Owen topic.
I'll start adding that to my vocab. Whatever you got, you've really got to start get that hamster wheel going. Remember this. I'm excited to hear.
To add another name. To
yeah, for when Paladin bottom frags.
That's crazy.
Chomping at the bit to dunk on people while they're down.
Oh
Gotta
yes. I
things.
remember it. I remember it now. All right, it's Aiden. Aiden 20. There you go.
Oh, that's deadly.
There you go. That's what I remember.
Because that's not like, I mean, it's a bad scoreline, but like, you know, you think you're safe when you get 8, right? You think you're safe. You think you're flying under the radar. Like, man, there's probably someone beneath you if it's a tougher game. Maybe not, honestly, if it's 8 and 20.
But you still catch.
But you're catching some heat. Yeah, you're catching some heat.
I mean, Owen. Don't get me wrong. Owen's the king, but Aiden.
Yeah, it's just perfect for right when you're in that sweet spot of like you think you're safe, and then bam, someone still dunks on you. Like,
you thought you could get away with your 40 ADR.
no, that's like you get away from the second half with 0 kills, and then you start finally stepping up in the second, and then you're like, oh, nice, I made it to 8 kills and a half. That's good. I turned it around, and then bam, your teammates are like, hey, Owen, is your name Aiden? Oh, God. Wouldn't that just be, icing on the cake there for Bezzy?
Playing limbo.
I slid underneath that one. Dude, I got dinked the other day on a pistol round through that wood wall. Someone did it with a USP and dinked me, man. I was livid.
Oh my good. Okay, that was a bad play, but Slump is so good that it worked. Now, Brett, oh my, what an angle. Hold on, though. Bezzy, also from bench, and it's just devastating. It's another multi, while Tender does collect this one. Oh, Brett is just being so annoying. He's living forever. And Wolfie will make it onto the site. The Glock works out there for Tender, believe it or not. Puts Jason up into the clutch here. Tender does need to scoop up that bomb, however. And that he will. Timing. The plant. And Jason to make the move. He's already out window, and he's got the headshot and another heartbreaking clutch. Oof. That Limitless have to handle.
Could you just give him a clutch, man? Just a 1v1. It's brutal. I cannot get it done. In the 1v1, it's actually just tragic over and over again. You know, Sacrifice, he saved 2 of those 1v1s so far already. And then now Jason adds to it. And it's 8-1. We've only seen them answer back with that second round force buy. Just can't get past the clutch. East side has been holding strong. They continue to pressure it. It's been good with Bezzy. I mean, this duo has been getting theirs multiple times. Not this time, though. This time, quick little pick. I think they missed their top connector smoke, because you can see one's like around bench on the minimap, and that costs them.
Boosts up in a window, though. And in a 4-on-4, Sacrifice might not expect... Oh, but they dropped off? Oh, now Jason is zoned in. He knows there has to be an A-lurk somewhere. Just right now, Limitless, they're looking for some sort of information, but they don't have any utility to draw out movements across the map. And it's actually Fluffy AIMERS who are going to get the better end of this. Already working through middle. They've cleared that out. DJF underneath.
Oh my.
In towards connector. Just as he walks up, he's going to go down to Sacrifice. Surely that calls in for the A-pop. Jason still on the site. Here's the footsteps. Rotations coming through. Flash is going to batter these T's as they walk into the site. Jason with backs turned. All he needs is the 1, but he'll get the double anyways. And it's 9 rounds to Fluffy AIMERS.
I mean, Jason gets away with playing under Balk with a player with a Molotov in Palace. That's really brutal. I think, again, in those sort of situations, especially as you lose your connector lurk, you probably just got to make some sacrifices in the utility department, but getting away with that for Jason is a dream. Just looking to see if he was willing to reposition. I thought Seb, that was what the Molly was destined for, but it just ends up being a big backstab from Jason. Easy round. A third pause. And, well, it wouldn't be the first time an 11 to 1/2 was placed on Mirage today. It might even be the third.
How many 11 to 1s? So, yes, I obviously know what you were insinuating.
Big number 3.
Was there another 11 1/2 that I missed?
Well, FaZe got an 11 to 1/2 as well.
Oh, Vitaly got a 12-0 half against Mouse. I mean, that was on Dust too.
Okay.
I thought you said this is the third time that this is that could have happened.
Well, FaZe got an 11 to 1/2, and then Liquid got an 11 to 1/2. That makes 2.
I suppose, you know what? I see what you mean. I did caster math. All right, A execute coming through. And Slump is locked out. Hold on, I say locked out. He just dropped a nade to the smoke, but he was blind while it happened. And then Jason with too many targets. We have a playable round for Limitless. Especially so. Bezzy falls. Smoke to CT should lock this one up. should.
Limitless doing it for North America. The most dangerous scoreline avoided.
Are you saying now Fluffy Aimers close it out?
Yeah, yeah. 11-1, it's just like Sonic's Law. You win a pistol and bam, you're right back into the game.
Wait, okay, Sacrifice, he was getting some damage down, but they're actually going to lose all the guns.
Decently broke as well. I mean, as we said, so many clutches lost, like, eventually that money's going to become a problem. They still got decent enough economy to get okay buy for the last round of play, but they're going to take some measured approaches, some MP9s and FAMASas in play. Sacrifice thinking for a second, I'll get the FAMAS in and says, you know what? MP9's just good enough. Are you an MP9 guy or are you a FAMAS guy?
Ooh. Recently, initially I was a FAMAS guy, but it has just betrayed me so many times lately.
Yeah.
Just like the RNG. Like, I land a dink, and like some guy on a headshot angle, and it is just impossible to hit
That
him.
second shot, man. That's that second shot.
And so
Sometimes
now
your spray just goes crazy.
sometimes I'm also just gonna dump 30 rounds downrange, and they'll probably connect.
It's a good answer. It's a good answer. Is it on the board though? We'll only find out if Brett, Bezzy, and Sacrifice show us their stuff. Finally get another round of a whiz-up on the other side of things, which is maybe nice. The last time he had it, though, he was in that instant 2v5. We're so close. They keep on baiting us here.
With the tech pause.
So, like, we went from a tech pause to then attack from Limitless, and then to a tech pause once again. Got us on the edge of our seats. Oh, gosh.
It's getting a little match medic going. Because someone bought and then disconnected. Unbelievable. So, here we go. Last round of the half. 9-2. Fluffy Aimers picking up MP9s. Limitless. Can they get a third? Can they feel some sort of comfort? Because this game's been cold, but that's a good opener. Bezzy goes down.
Brilliant opener. Already plucking off one of those MP9s. That's step number one. That's Whizzes up being able to feel a little bit more success. He doesn't have to go up against Slump again. This time Slump's only got an A1S, and well, maybe he does have to go up against him. He was thinking about maybe giving that a peek, and one player spotted in CT. It's a big bit of info gathered. Doesn't seem like that's much of the end goal, though. Gonna try their luck towards B for one last time. They have a lot of faith in this B play. We'll see if they can get away with it.
Oh, but there's a crossfire set up. Jason found two. He found one on the smoke spam, and then Brett has been converting so often. He's bought time for the rotate. Slump just playing around the site. He will lose the duel, though. He takes the fight.
Another clutch.
DJF, fake on the plant. Now to stick it. He might think that his opponent lies towards Catwalk. He wasn't swinging with conviction there. And brutality continues as Limitless falter to yet another 1vx situation to make the scoreline 10-2. We'll be back after a short one. And we are back. It's 10-2. And Cole, it's just not been a good day for Limitless. They've lost so many impactful rounds that could have swung the half back. But all they are left with is a feeling of dread. They're down 10-2.
Fluffy Aimers dress to impress, but hold the roadblocks so far this map.
That was our halftime conversation for those out of the loop.
Because they're looking sharp. Sacrifice is absolutely like just taking over the server. And we'll continue to do so once again for maybe a second half. We'll see. I mean, they're walking into a bit of a stack on the A side, so that's a silver lining.
Well, let's see. Oh, but
oh god,
just hit the shots. It's literally just Counter-Strike. Like, it does not matter if you hit all the headshots. Positioning, who cares? Slump with another first bullet headshot. Seb down to 2 HP. DJF back at the site is out of ammunition, and you know there just gets to a certain point here that like you can be a great individual. You've played so many seasons of League, but 12 losses really just hurts your mental, and your mental hurts your aim.
I think it's like at a point so far this season, and with how they currently look, where it's just like, man, it just feels like they've forgotten how to win. You know, playing to sustain in these clutches, and I can't even like complain about the amount of clutches they lost, but the fact that they've lost them so consistently is a sign of that, right? It's that there's very little confidence in all of these incredibly tenured players on Limitless. Players with history, players with peaks, and all of that being forgotten when you lose and you lose and you lose 9 more times.
Are they really taking the full eco? I don't want them to take the full eco. I don't want to see Fluffy Aimers go up 12-2.
Here's the silver lining. What if they win the full eco?
I forgot about that possibility.
Yeah, unfortunately, again, they've avoided the cursed 11-1 scoreline. So,
dude, it's a Mac 10 versus a ton of armorless pistols. Brett's certainly gonna snap to window once that smoke breaks. There's a re-smoke to window, and it breaks. Oh, but it dealt more. Oh, it dealt so much team damage in the mix as well. Look at all the assists.
Oh,
look at Seb. Seb just...
It's the unarmored pistols up against the HE. And your reward for that HE being thrown is... Oh.
But...
the reward for that HE being thrown is not only like 50 damage from your teammate, but then full vision of like 2 Mac 10s and a Galil. Oh.
It's... Yep. Well...
That was a play of all time.
I've killed... I remember at the start of CS2, I actually had a ridiculous amount of team kills because I'm breaking smokes with the HE. And I swear, the HEs deal more, like, a lot of team damage. Like, it's
when
like
you throw them right at the floor, right at the feet of your teammates.
It's like dealing 30 damage to them. And yeah, if anyone took, like, a scout shot, they're toast. HE solid from Wolfie. It looked better than it actually was. And another one sails past Wolfie.
There. You got anything else to throw in? Oh.
I missed Molly.
I think the flash got him a little bit there, so threw his aim off. Smoke does land in Palace and window.
I was afraid it would have missed. It came millimeters away from falling.
He's got a strong
Palace.
arm, but it did look like it wasn't quite hitting the arc it needed to. DJF though.
Okay. And then Wolfie strikes. All right.
Clear.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
2 versus 5. Sacrifice gonna walk it. No one's watching Palace. Okay, actually, with DJF is, but only sort of. And what if Slump walks out A main, or rather connector, and well, he does to no avail, as Wolfie does clean house, and hopefully you can smile a little bit here if you're Limitless.
What's there to smile about? Job's not done. Got a whole lot more of that. 9 needed in a row before the smiles maybe can start to crack. You can make smile early. You can get some grins in there. Crack a few jokes. That's what we need Seb locking down right now. Keep the spirits high as you take it round by round. DTF starts it off. This time not a double, only a single, but still those mid trades continue to fire up.
Hold on, Bezzy.
He just jumps and absolutely deletes Wiz. Sacrifice next at bat, and it's handled by DJF.
Okay. Another big round here out of DJF. And it's not done yet. Fluffy Aimers are broke. We're going to take an eco, and now Wiz has it up. I mean, a little bit of a rush to end it out top mid, if I dare say. I mean, still some ridiculous shooting. I mean, they even left the bomb behind over towards middle.
Yeah. Kind of want to bring that with you, but they were, like you said, I think such in a rush to continue to take that fight back and forth. Go trade some punches. DJF starting to hit. Seeing a lot of techs being called out. Was this the beginning of this season where we saw Carpe Diem at the time, but it was before they got picked up by Limitless, and like Wiz disconnected like 4 times? Do you remember that?
I do not.
It was on Nuke.
Oh wait, I do remember this. Oh my goodness, yes.
Just kept disconnecting and like in
Well,
the
they
middle
lost
of rounds, and they just lost so much because of it. I think that was like how their season started.
That was the op. That was the op in window
Oh.
that just got 1D'd.
Ouch.
It's not looking good, brother.
Oh, that's good though.
All right.
Bomb spotted in Palace.
Hold on, but look what Bezzy's gonna try and do. He's gonna jump up window and leave the AWP. And oh, just so fortunate there. DJF tanking deagle shots. But there's another headshot coming through. Now everyone is so low that this shouldn't be
AG
winnable.
for Tinder.
And but wait a minute, they're pulling pins on DJF is low. Sacrifice as well. He's made way out the stairs. Now Brett does fall. This does push him forward, but he's not going to spray and pray with the deagle to find DJF, who gets another quad, I should add.
That just about hang in there. That's all that they needed to do. I mean, that's all that they need to do in this game. If they can hang in there for 7 more rounds, that'll be enough at least to breathe a sigh of relief. But there we have it again. I think it again. I just remember that game being like the start of the season. You know, Carpe Diem obviously had gone through some of those like tough changes, but looks like maybe some of those problems are still there. It just might be one of those internet things that you can't fix unless you move, and sometimes that's just not an option. I don't know. But either way, got Wiz back with the AWP. Maybe a hit of confidence after you get 1D. That's usually what happens when a deagle bests you.
We're going to wait a long time for this 1v1. Sacrifice 24-9. He's going to be waiting for his teammates in middle to make first contact, and they do. Kill onto Wolfie. Split up from connector. Or is it? It's a B play instead. They're all going up cat, and Tender is alone right now. 11 HP remains for him. He'll drop a flash, he'll pray, but that's not enough. And now it's a 3v4 retake. Oh, Wiz, surely a dead man. He's gonna clear this corner. No, he's not. Jason's got 2, and a 2 versus 3 now.
I think it's just one.
Yeah, it's just one. Players have already disconnected from the server. Limitless can't handle it. It's 13-5. It's another single-digit loss.
Just a tiny clawback effort was to get guns on the CT side, but they just really had so little going for them. I mean, again, the clutches constantly being lost doesn't help, but as you said, it kind of feels like that's a continuation of a tough start to the season.